What's up, y'all, and welcome back to Seton Hill Studios. Hope you're having an amazing day out there so far. Today, we've got a priority request coming in from Jen and Samantha. Thank you both so much for your generosity. When you get a request from two different people for the same video, you know it's bound to be a banger, especially because we're checking out the legendary Prince. This tune is called It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night, and it's from the Sign of the Times concert film. The only frame of reference I got is one, Prince dancing, and two, Prince playing the drums. So I know it's going to be good. Prince was such an epic and legendary performer, and we haven't seen anything yet that hasn't left us completely blown away, and I'm sure this one is going to be no different. But before we get going, a few ways you guys can continue to support the channel. Right down below, if you haven't already, you can hit that subscribe button. It's an easy and free way to show some love. You can also head on over to Patreon and become a member there. If that doesn't work for you, right here on YouTube, you can become a channel member. Both of those are going to get you access to priority requests, as well as other perks and features. And then, as always, with a one-time donation through Buy Me a Coffee, you can get a guaranteed request either Steven or I'll check out right here on the channel. All right, y'all, let's get into it. All right, folks, here we go. Prince, It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night from the Sign of the Times concert film. I'm excited to get into this one and see what it's all about, so let's go. What is going on? It's already good. Fog is just epic. Oh my gosh. There's so much. First of all, that's a heck of a freeze frame. Oh my goodness. Wow. There's so much going on, right? There's so many people on stage. The set piece is just wild. Like Prince came up out of the most insane volcano looking fog cloud and just hopped off behind the drums. Wow. Whew. It's a lot to take in. I guess this has got to be the 80s, right? So, the 80s was a different time, man. I've commented on some of the different outfits and different things before, like, no shade to any of it. It's really just like I could never pull any of this stuff off. Like what Prince is, he's got a denim jacket and some kind of, I don't even know how to describe what he's wearing, honestly, but hey, it's Prince. He can do whatever he wants. Those background singers, man, that's singing that like super high, like head voice falsetto part of It's Gonna Be a Beautiful Night. Like, whew. Hey, this song's grooving already. Whew, it's a lot to take in though, man. Oh my gosh. Whew. All right, let's keep it going. Love that drum. Is he in heels? It looked like he's in heels. Hold on, I got to find a good freeze frame of it. I'm 100% confident that he was in heels. Not that I care that he's wearing heels. It just makes it what he's doing that much more impressive. And then that thing he did, I don't know, he like stood himself up just with the power of his legs from the splits or something at the end there. I don't even know. Clearly, I am not a dancer or choreographer, so anything like that would be like super cool to me. But he's doing it in heels, it looks like. And then I don't know what that maneuver was at the end there where he just literally like elevated himself up. Oh my goodness. Why is this dude so talented? It's really not fair. Like, that's really what it boils down. It's not fair that there was this much talent living in this dude's body. Like, oh man. Rest in peace to the legend, man. Whew. All right. We got to see it again. I had to roll it back. I got to see the thing where he lifted himself up. All right, let's keep it moving.
Tonight we're gonna get way down. Tonight we're gonna ball. Tonight we don't get to bomb, no. Talking about the Detroit crawl.
Yeah, he's in heels. Yeah.
Everybody in the West.
How do you do that?
Come to me tonight, put it on your chicken grease. Ow! Everybody clap your hands, come on.
A nice little handoff. So that was like completely unexpected, right? So I see the handoff to the drums. I did not expect her to come out and start rapping, which was just wild. Speaking of wild, these outfits are wild. Like, she's missing the whole side of her pants. Like, what? Hey, but it draws your attention though. And I mean, that's, Prince, if he was about music as much as anything, he was about making a statement and just kind of being out there and just doing whatever he wanted. And, I would imagine that if you're coming alongside him, you kind of got to have that same attitude. But that was cool. Like the rapping piece was unexpected there. And Prince sounds great on the drums. It don't sound like things have really skipped a beat. Yeah, that's cracking me up though. The whole, I guess I'm looking at the left, but it's really her right side of her outfit is just gone. Hey, like I said earlier, the 80s, man. 80s was a wild time, man. Shoot. Looked like they was about to break into some more dance, and hopefully we'll get to hear Prince going in on the drums a little bit, which would be cool. This is fun, man. It reminds me of, like, I always forget that, like, Prince did the music, or at least some of the music for the Tim Burton Batman movie, right? If I'm not mistaken. And so this like reminds me of just kind of all that, because that's probably my favorite Batman movie. I haven't watched it in a really long time. But this right here specifically like reminds me of like some of the music and stuff that was going on in that movie. So, this is a wild ride, man. dude wearing? I'm intrigued by all these outfits, man, because there's some people that are in like suits, and then there's some people that's just wearing some wild stuff. Like, what is that? He's just got like from the elbows down of his sleeves, and then he's got like a, what are those things called? Like a dickie or something on. And a bandana. What is happening? This is so cool though. Like, don't take this as like shade or hate or what's going on. It's just like, this is just a totally different generation, right? Like, I was born at the tail end of the 80s. And if I went back and looked at some of the stuff that we probably wore in the 90s and early 2000s, it'd be just as ridiculous. But like, this is just wild. Like seeing this to me. I don't know. It's just, I don't know how they pulled it off, man. And they're all just straight up white. Like everything that they're wearing is just white. I think except for the denim jacket that Prince is wearing and his hat. He's wearing like a police hat or something. This is wild, man. But it's so cool. I don't know how you put something together. Like, this is a whole nother level of genius to write music like this and then to put all of this together. Like, and I don't know, this just seems like, you know, another day for Prince. So I'm assuming that he probably put all this together, which is just a whole nother layer of creative genius that he had. Oh man. Horns are killing it. She hit him with the dance move, and Prince followed it with the double bass while she's just bowling him down, man. That was cool. That was a cool thing of him combining in the drums with the double bass there as she's doing that. They really thought of everything with this, man. They put it all together. That's something else, man. I want to hear that part again. She just goes and she just knocks him down. Just wild, man. They already switched back. Love that bass line. On the cowbell, man. Ooh, I love that. I've said it before. Prince was such an engaging performer. Like you can set all the musical talent to the side, right? Like we know how incredible of a musician he was. This this is just his entertainer ability just on full display. Like so engaging. The crowd is all in it. He's working the crowd. He's dancing. He's singing. He's just dude. He was so just so good, man. It's really unfair to the rest of us out here. It's really really what it is. He was incredible, man. I don't know that I've ever seen a performance like this ever. I mean, I've watched a lot of music. I've been to a lot of concerts. I've seen a lot of stuff on YouTube, but this is this is a this is a clinic on how to do it right. My lord. Not the microphone stand, Prince. So many good hits. Whoa. I ain't never seen nothing like that in my life. That was in just insanity going on, right? But it was how do people like controlled chaos, I guess is what you would say. I mean, the amount of choreography and coordination that must have went into just what was going on in that piece of this concert film. I haven't seen the rest of it. I mean, my gosh, I feel like I need to watch the rest of it now. Holy crap. Um, you know, Killer musicians, killer singers, killer dancers. And then it's like, oh, wait, we're going to put all of this together at the same time. We're dancing, we're playing, we're singing, we're rapping, we're switching instruments. Like, good Lord, man. To have to put something like that together and to have those kind of like creative juices flowing is it's mind blowing to me. Like my brain is not that big. I'm trying to take it all in. I can't even imagine being the one who thought it up. Wow, there was a lot more going on than just Prince dancing and some drums. I wasn't prepared. Like I said, the only frame of reference I had was cool dance moves and Prince playing drums. But that was a heck of a performance, man. And Prince crushed it on the drums. He kept that groove going. He was locked in. He did that cool double bass part where he like timed it to the girl's dance moves while she was knocking people down. It was killer. And I didn't expect the drummer to get up, switch places with him, and then start kind of leading the show and rapping, which was wild as well. Overall, that was an insanely cool performance. All right, y'all. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so every time we drop new content, you guys can be made aware. Thank you again to Jen and Samantha for suggesting this video and donating for it. It was a wild ride, but I enjoyed every second of it. All right, y'all. We'll see you on the next one.